Just a year ago, in January 2023, James Gunn revealed 10 projects that would be in Chapter 1 of the DCU. And with that came the revelation of who we would be getting, like Batman, Damian Wayne, Superman, and many other characters. But it also left us fans to speculate on who would be in the DCU and who wouldn't. Since, they didn't just come out and say which characters would and wouldn't, they only really announced the projects. So, today, we're going to be counting down our top 10 characters that need to be in the DCU. Now, personally, I'm not a big fan of this DC character. I know, kill me, but I'm personally not a big fan of this character. But because of how big a fan base is around this character, I knew she needed to be in the DCU. Basically, for those who don't know, first appearing in the comic Hawkman #4, her whole deal is that she casts spells by saying their names backwards. So sort of like Harry Potter, but goofy. Over time, she's become a popular comic book character, so that's why I put her on the list. It's because so many people really want her in the DCU. Personally, I'm not one of those people, but for all you out there that want her, I put her on the list. Now let's move on to the next one. Okay, so he is a fun character. For those of you who don't know who Lobo is, he's mainly a Superman villain, but he can really go with a lot of heroes. And he's just this crazy, absolute insane bounty hunter who's just really a whole load of fun. You may know him from the animated DCAU stuff, or comics, or whatever. He's been in a lot of things. But I think we can all agree that the one person who can play this fun, exciting character is Jason Momoa. He literally looks exactly like him, and just it's such a clear vision. If James Gunn does that, that would be awesome. And, Lobo's just a funny, cool character. And I believe James Gunn has dropped hints of his appearance in the DCU. But if Lobo's in the DCU, I'm going to be extremely happy. He's just a fun guy that I think would be great. He'd really spice things up. And I'm be glad to see how he, talks to other characters. Alright, number 8 is Wonder Woman, one of the members of the DC Trinity. Also a primary member of the Justice League. Now, the reason I have her so low on the list is because it's basically confirmed she's going to be in the DCU. James Gunn said he wants her in more animated stuff. We're getting Cersei, which is Wonder Woman's villain. And also, the Paradise Lost show takes place on the birthplace of Wonder Woman. I just put her on there because she hasn't been explicitly confirmed. But, we can mainly assume she's getting into the DCU. She's one of the main characters that people associate with DC, so I'd be very shocked if they didn't have her. Plus, she had one of the more popular films back in the DCEU, so I would be very, very shocked if they did not include her. But I still had to put her on the list because she hasn't been exactly confirmed. Alright, number 7 is Dr. Fate, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but you may recognize them from Black Adam. I know a lot of us didn't really like Black Adam as a film, but Dr. Fate was pretty cool in it. However, if they did have him in the DCU, I would really like it if he, kept his mask on maybe more than he did in Black Adam. Because Black Adam, they were really keen on showing the actor's face, which that's fine, but Dr. Fate, usually keeps his helmet on. Personally, one of my favorite renditions of the character, and this is something you're gonna notice a lot on the list, was in the DCAU, where he was in Justice League Unlimited a lot. I just thought he was a really cool character, and I was happy whenever I saw him. He's almost like Doctor Strange, but better in a way, and I'd be really excited to see him. Also, his costume is just awesome. Who doesn't love Dr. Fate? Dr. Fate's a classic, and if they include him, I will be very, very ecstatic. Alright, number 6 on our list is Martian Manhunter. Now, just like Dr. Fate, this guy's also in the DCAU, which is where people like me have seen him a lot. But he's also in just a lot of animated stuff. He was in a teaser for the Zack Snyder's Justice League. Martian Manhunter is undoubtedly a very cool character. He's basically like this alien that can shapeshift. He's a good guy though, not a villain. And he's just a cool character to follow. I will say, personally, I do think his character is a little... he has a soul. He reminds me a lot of Vision from Marvel, if that makes sense. To where he has character, he has personality. It's not a lot there, But anyways, I still think that they should include him. He has grown in popularity. And, for this DCU, James Gunn is in charge, so he definitely wants to spice some things up. And just adding him to the Justice League, making him a prime member, would be awesome. Because he really hasn't had enough time in the spotlight. And it'd be great if we had him. I don't know who should play him. I know you guys probably have plenty of fan casts, but honestly, I'd just be happy to have him in DC. All right, number 5. This one's a controversial one, but let's just jump into it. Mr. J, aka the Joker. Alrighty, I know Joker fatigue is now a thing. People are saying because of all the cartoon ones, Jared Leto's Joker, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, Barry Keoghan getting a Joker. Like, everyone is just sick of the Joker. Like, we've gotten him so much, and people are just like, we've seen every version, we don't need him. I disagree with that. I think the reason people are so tired of Joker is because we keep on getting the same version. We keep getting this grounded, realistic Joker who, a lot of the time, isn't actually really comic accurate. And I feel like if we got a good comic accurate Joker, people will change their minds. I mean, get Willem Dafoe on this, bro. He literally looks exactly like the role he's supposed to play. I think it would be great. I know people will disagree with me on this, but I'm telling you guys, in order for us to get the best Batman possible, we need his best villain. And whether you like it or not, Joker is his best villain. Alright, number 4 in relation to Joker is the Red Hood. This is a character who a lot of people like. A lot of people don't like him because of his appearance in Titans. But to be honest with you guys, Red Hood is such a sick character, especially if the sequel to Brave and the Bold, which, I mean, of course Brave and the Bold is going to get a sequel, if they focus on the Under the Red Hood storyline, because then they can introduce both Red Hood and Joker, because they both obviously connect to that storyline, it would be fantastic. And it really seems like this Batman's going to focus a lot on the Bat family and his relation to each member. So if the first film focuses with him on Damian Wayne, and then the second film focuses with him and Jason Todd, that would be phenomenal. And I definitely think they should go for that route, especially since it's one of Batman's best stories. I mean, don't get me wrong, he has other ones that top that, but still, it's a really good story with him and Robin. And I think if they just found a way to adapt that, I mean, in the Warriors of Boba's Hawk, adaptations don't copy and paste, but still, inspired by can still work. Sort of how Brave and the Bold is inspired by Grant Morrison's run on Batman. Okay, number 3. This one I feel like y'all are going to agree with, and that is The Question. Oh my gosh. The Question is a phenomenal. I keep saying the word phenomenal in this video, but here it's really deserved. He is just a great character. For those who don't know The Question, turn on Justice League Unlimited and watch it, because he is amazing in that show. Or if you just want something quick and you don't want to watch a whole show, watch this video I'm showing on screen. I know it's Lego, it's kind of cheesy, but like still, it perfectly embodies his character and how he would actually deal with the Riddler. So I highly recommend you check that out. The Question's just such an awesome character. Whether we got him like as a side character and stuff, or if he got his own film or show, whatever, as long as he's in DC, I'd be happy. This character is amazing, and he's one of DC's best in my opinion. So they need to include him. But the 2 people above him need to be in it even more than him. Alright, number 2, this is a combination of my personal love for this character and everyone else's favoritism towards him, and that is Green Arrow. Now, he's been adapted a lot, so I don't want to go over all the adaptations, but let's just say he's grown very popular over the years. People really want this guy. He's like a better version than Hawkeye in a way. He's more charismatic, and he's just a fun character. Him and Black Canary duo really well, so it would be great if we got him in DC, especially his connections with all of the characters. Him and Green Lantern, him and Batman, like him and the Flash. I mean, they just work well off of each other, and if they have him, well, I don't really have much to say, because I think if you've seen Green Arrow before, then you can agree with me when I say he needs to be here. He's great. Good character. Great choice in my opinion. James Gunn, don't mess this up. Alright, but number 1 on our list is The Flash. More specifically, Wally West Flash. Now, mistake me if I'm wrong, but we haven't really heard anything about his character, which kind of disappoints me, because I was not a big fan of the Flash movie. I mean, like, I enjoyed it or whatever. Like, I don't think it was horrible like some people did. It's just like, that's not the Flash that I want, you know? Like, I want the Flash, like, from the animated stuff, like any animated thing. He's great in animation. So why can't we just translate that to live action? Flash is a character, not only just like he's funny and good with the Justice League, he's good by himself. He has great villains. He has Reverse Flash, Captain Cold, Captain Boomerang, Mirror Master, and we've seen some of those characters just outside of Flash media, like in the Suicide Squad. And it's like, that's not where they belong. They belong with the Flash. But all I know is that they really need the Flash. He is one of Justice League's most prime members. There is no Justice League without Flash, in my opinion. He's the heart and soul of the team. They need him, not just for the Justice League Corps, but also just because he's a good character who has not been adapted faithfully in live action enough. Anyways, guys, that's my list. I hope you enjoyed. If you didn't enjoy and you want to disagree, please leave a comment. It boosts the algorithm, and that would help me a lot. Anyway, I will see you in the next one if neither of us die. Bye.